a girl.
On the racetrack you do?
On the racetrack, I was going
Alright, stand straight and then squat because you don't know. And see, that's what makes a beautiful fly right there, okay? Alright, there you go.
No, beautiful girl, it's still out there.
Yeah, there you go.
You look like a girl, it's okay.
Alright.
Your ponytail.
Now, if you'll follow me over here, then what you're going to do is your feet are going to start going long to burn. You want to pick up one heel at a time. I don't suggest you take a foot off.
Okay.
Because you see the angle that you're at, you can take it off, just segway,
Okay.
so stepping off the same as stepping on, so it's back in neutral, look straight, and then just walk it up to the front. And I'll let you feel the power of this thing now. 105 pounds here. There you go. Good job, number 6.
Bam.
Good job. Now he put the bar pretty high there, Bill.
Oh boy.
Do what you
This
said
one
about the hands
here.
and getting on.
Oh,
Have a GoPro
yeah,
on the way.
you have something in the way.
That's okay.
Look to where you want to go, know what you hit.
Okay.
Always.
All right, then I guess put your hand right here and just equal amount of pressure, and then look straight up.
Look up.
I don't know. Okay, that'll work. Okay. And then neutral. There you go. And now tilt this direction. And see how nice and easy that is. And then this direction. Now you're going to come forward. So the more pressure you put on the balls of your feet, there you go. And then to stop, just straighten your legs up. And notice it puts weight on your heels. Everything's done in the legs here. I always make it easier instead of just falling forward, is just to bend those knees and tilt them towards me, putting weight on the balls of your feet. There you go. Now to stop, just straighten them up. See that? There you go. Good job.
Cool.
And then just tilt this way until you get the hang of it, but this is the easiest for everybody. Then come forward. And see, it takes very little body movement.
Yeah.
There you go. And then we're going to go across the street here. We're going over a bump. The key is you want to keep your knees bent, so squat and keep rolling. Not slow down. Okay? I'm keeping an eye on you. Don't look down. Now break. See how nice that is? There you go. These are like teenage tires. You restrain those tires, they're going to rebel, okay?
Yep.
You've got to get them over. We're going across the street. We got one wheel on each side here, and then this line across the street, and we're going to stop on the red brick, okay?
Okay.
Squat just before you go, because you never know what to expect. So there you go. Keep rolling. There you go. Look at that. Down the center. Lean forward a bit. There you go. pressure here and then just lean forward. And that way, that's how you deal with an unlevel surface. There you go. See, it doesn't take much to get up an incline.
Nope.
Now we're going to come around here. And then the key is to stay in the center away from all objects. Stay away from the curves. They're not your friends. Okay?
Cars aren't either, yeah.
No, they're not. So when the ground has a slope, you want to put the weight on the downhill.
Okay.
Take the handlebar and counteract toward the high side. But we're going straight across. Okay? Look straight. Don't look down. Okay? Follow me. And you just pull. Pull, pull, pull. There you go. See how easy that is?
That's pretty easy.
All right, there you go. After a while, it becomes very intuitive. There you go. But this way, you already know how to deal with everything out in the field when you do all this. So now we're going to go down this handicap ramp, and again, you heard, do not lean forward, okay?
Okay.
Or this horse will take off. Just stand straight, but squat because you don't know what to expect down here. So, but keep rolling, okay? There you go. See how beautiful that is. That's nice. Follow me. There you go. And then stepping off is a reverse of stepping on. So look straight, step one foot straight back. Okay, get the second foot off immediately and never let go of the segway.
Okay.
And then I normally grab it around here and then walk it up. Out in the field, we're going to be putting it behind each other's machines, okay? I didn't even look. What tour are you guys taking?
The fun one, whichever one you choose.
The what?
The fun one, whichever one you choose.
Oh,
I think it's the Plaza one.
you want the Plaza one?
I think so, yeah.
That has more terrain and stuff. The Katy Trail's all glide if you want all gliding. That has a lot of narrative. So it's up to you if you want to glide or little or I can just do little narrative and a little more gliding downtown. I can mix it.
Say the hybrid, we'll mix it up.
Yeah.
But the last one's for the day, right? You got another
Yeah,
hybrid.
this is the last one, yeah. Okay then. So the rules for the road out here is you need to stay in a single file because we're out here sharing sidewalks. Pedestrians own the sidewalks, not the segways. These are 105 pounds, add your weight, so if you hit somebody it'd be devastating. So they don't hear you, they don't expect you, so it's up to you to keep an eye on the pedestrians, okay? Because they will walk out in front of you, okay?
2 points.
Also, like driving a car, you want to keep your distance when you're following so that if they stop, you have enough room. And also, too, when we're out here, you're going to see a lot of poles. But some of these poles, no problem. It's the base you got to look at because sometimes this base will be clear out here. That's what you're going to hit. So always glance and see if there's an object in your way, okay? Hand signals is my stop, slow down, turn right, turn left, and if I point up or down, that means danger, stay clear, okay? All right then, who wants to be first?
I don't even argue anymore.
Look at that, James Joel. Joel James, there you go. Once you have mastered this, you should be bucking at all. It should just be nice and slow. There you go. So what you're going to do here is you're going to line up right here behind this little shade. Okay, that way you won't get ran over by a car.
Okay.
We do, like I said, cars have the right of way. Whoop. There you go. Oh, you didn't even have the word segway down there.
What's that? Oh, no, I know.
There you go.
It's by feel.
You found it, okay. Now, if you'll come right out here, okay. And the key is really, guys, when we take photos or we're standing around, it's your responsibility to keep your tires away from each other, okay? Don't expect
No chariots.
to watch your tires, okay?
Whole shot.
Easy, Mr. Bond.
So what we're going to do is take a few photos. These photos you will get later on tonight.
Cool.
And I'll explain how to get to these photos. Because a lot of people, we like you to keep focused on riding and not taking photos, okay? If you want to take photos and whatnot, you can, but just be stationary, no texting and no...
I can't text while I segue.
No, people will try.
That's ridiculous.
Here we go. Oh, yeah. All right. James.
New York. It's very cold. Oh yeah. It's pretty nice.
The right of way because they have no stop sign. Hey, dude, you don't have the right of way. And so he'll cause an accident, a car will come and hit us.
I don't think anybody realizes that.
Yeah, see that? I mean, they have a lot of accidents on this road.
Yeah, we're counting how many congratulations he gets and how many I'm sorries.
Didn't work out.
Just kidding. Bullying
Hey,
him.
Dad, look at this painful bull down there. Can I back out now? Oh yeah, yeah, very just fun. It's just you got to date all the time to keep it spiced up. Trouble with people who get married, they just say, "Okay, I got you now. I don't have to do anything."
Get comfortable.
Yeah, and you can't do that. You got to keep dating each other. Here we go. Here.
They told us to do that too. We decided to spend our $70 doing this.
Oh, thank you.
And it didn't look too exciting. It kind of looked like you just stepped in a wind tunnel and that was it.
And it's only for a few seconds, you know. And you do it 3 times and you're done.
Yeah.
I've only done it once in Florida.
I figured for the money I might as well go do it out of a real plane.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Oh. Wait, where's my heart? That's one big step.
It is, right? You just got to go all in or nothing.
Better hold on to everything you got. They got an awesome thing out there too, like a tee, I guess. It's this great big building, and you stand up there and you hit a golf ball.
Oh yeah, it's like 3 levels of it. We passed by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one we said. What's with the fence?
Yeah, we're one of all the fence goes.
That is awesome because out in the, they've got these colors.
I need to exercise. I know. I need to exercise.
You're never too old.
Not too old.
Right out here, guys, this is called Founders Plaza, and it's all because of this cabin right here. The founder of Dallas settled in a cabin similar to that. That's one of many replicas, but he didn't settle here. He settled over in Henry Plaza. Him and his wife Margaret raised a family of 5 children in a cabin that size.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah.
I know. I've had one person say, "Well, I like a little privacy."
Nope.
Not only that, they also ran a ferry boat business out of it, and they used this home as a courthouse because our previous courthouse was partially done down and burnt down. Also, too, Dallas covers nearly 400 square miles.
Wow.
I know. When you look at it on the map, it's just a little mess. Yeah. So now, the building with the X on it, it's a Renaissance building. It's the second tallest building in Dallas. If you ever watched Dallas or heard of Dallas in the 80s, that's where the Ewings had their office.
His mom's a big fan of that.
Mom is absolutely
Really?
show.
Well, then all I have to do is get a photo of that. Also, too, the Bank of America, that's called the Tower. It's the tallest building in Dallas, of course. 921 feet or 7 stories tall. It has LED lights now. It's a record building. Yes. You're welcome. Also, too, the lighting went from argon oil lights to LED lights, so now they can change from pink to tan to red, white, blue for patriotic and stuff. And so we'll just glide over, get a photo, glide on.
I'm gliding.
It's a glide, guys.
Rep. Bring up the screen.
The trash can. I don't like trash cans in your photos. Alright, here we go.
Bring up the screen, Captain.
Now don't forget to pick up your feet. They start burning.
Pick it up.
How's your elbow?
Elbows are good. You got an elbow problem?
Got a little bit of numbness in my elbow. Like,
Don't lean on the handlebar so much. I'm a Jersey.
You're
Born
boy.
Jersey boy. Born and raised.
he was in Jersey closer to the city than I am. I'm about 2.5 hours from the city.
And I grew up like 12 minutes from the city.
step away from the segway, so you want to take your camera with you. Eric, you wouldn't have it very long.
Probably not.
Phew. Phew. And I'm going to lock mine down.
Oh, she killed it. She killed it.
George Jetson.
No! We behind it.
Is this your first one to Dallas?
It is.
I'm glad you checked it out when it's a little cool overnight in the mid-summer here.
So happened to land that way, I guess.
Yeah, so what you want to do is to face this direction, you're going to see a statue. His name's George Bannerman Dealey. So this is Dealey Plaza right here, named after this young man. Why? He brought the Federal Reserve, the State Fair. He worked the Dallas Morning News, and so he played a major part here in Dallas. He's looking at a beautiful building here. That beautiful building just so happens to be the old red courthouse that replaced all the burnt down, the partially burnt down courthouses made of sandstone and granite, which came from Paco, Texas and Arkansas. Today it's a visiting center museum, so if you want to find out what to do in Dallas surrounding areas, take the first floor, second and third, the history of Dallas from the beginning to the present. And you can get married in that building.
Nice.
Yeah, that's very nice. So this stucco right here, you see, Roosevelt had to get people back to work in the 40s, so this is the WPR project.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll see this stucco across here, all the way across the street, all the way here, so this whole area, the plaza here. So you're going to play a big part later on. So we're going to come down here, and then I'm going to explain the route that the president took back here on November 23rd, 1930.
Local 619 in Dallas.
End of the day, I'm taking over Cindy Tour. She said I could do it today.
Good.
She said Cindy Tour gonna work.
So right out here, really? So right out here, this was the Texas School Book Depository in the 60s, and today it's called the Sixth Floor Museum. So when the president came around the corner on Main Street down here, he took a right on Houston and a left on County. This is where history started. This building here, if you look at the top floor, far right, you know, the second window down, you're going to see a box. That box is a webcam. On your name tag, when you go home or get in your computer, you can pull up DallasSegwayTours.com. Down on the bottom, you can pull webcam. Click on it if it's up and running, and you'll see the angle, because that's where they say Lee Harvey Oswald was perched at that window. Just remember that the trees and everything you see, it's been over 51, or about 51 years, so they're taller now than they were back then. You know how many times the president was shot?
Twice.
3.
3. They thought he was shot twice. He was shot right here, and you guys can figure this out. You've been, you know, my logic. You know, a lot of people believe all shots came here. Some people claim.
There's another one.
The grassy
Another
knoll.
Yeah, well, scenario, look at it this way, and I still haven't figured out how they claim all shots came from there. But if your target is already past the window, they get right here, how do you get shot in the throat when you're here and the window's back here? Okay, because that was his first shot, was right here. Then we'll come back up here. Light pole right here, you'll see an X out here, and the president was shot about right here. So when the bullet came through it, came close to where he was shot in the front, so they thought he was shot only twice, with here and right here. You'll see him grab his throat. He would have survived on those 2 shots, be right here. But the driver continued down the center lane to the next light pole, you'll see an X, and that's where the president was struck in the right temple. And you'll see photos where the bullet comes here and goes straight out the back here. You'll see photos where the back of his head is blown.
Oh yeah, the gray
wide.
batter, yeah.
So tell me, did all shots come from that window? So like I said, you have to go to the 6th floor. It's a conspiracy, so you have to just check it all
Well, they're
out.
opening, let's see, that was what, 64?
In
63.
63, so in 2063 the records are going to be open.
Exactly.
No, we might still be alive, so we might know.
Gonna be close.
Very close. Well, out here too, normally on weekends, there's a gentleman. He's not the one that's over there now, but his name is Robert Roden. He's normally out here, and he was hired to analyze all the photos that were taken out here. Everybody that was taking photos, they took those photos, the film from them, and they never returned them back to the individual. And they hired him to analyze the photos. And they've got timelines, and he can tell you where every shot came from. Now, a lot of you guys, we think, okay, the resistance president was shot 3 times, there were only 3 shots, right? Well, there were more than 3 shots out here. I think there was like 20 or maybe. I mean, there was a lot of shots fired. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't get that accurate, that moving target stuff. I've tried. It doesn't. You can't hit a moving target that easily.
They weren't moving very fast. They were going slow like this. And notice the street dips like this. So
Yeah.
that means the targets were up higher in the vehicle. I mean, just all kinds of scenarios you can put here. Like I said, a lot of people claim they were here, they saw it, they know what happened. But just think, if you're at a concert and something happens, you
chaos.
were there, but you don't know what
Oh,
happened.
sure, yeah.
You have to hear the news to find out what happened. Same thing out here, you know. So you'll see that stucco across the street that comes out towards the street. They say Mr. Zapruder was standing, not on this part here, but he was standing on the back side of it. And he was filming the president's motorcade right here. And he turned his film off to save his film, then he turned it back on. Well, then the fatal shot that hit the president, unfortunately there was a sign in the way that you didn't really get to see that fatal shot, you know. But what happened is, Jackie climbed on the back of the convertible to grab a part of her husband's skull. She had no idea how bad it was. She thought that would save his life. She was 34 years old, and it wouldn't have saved him at all. He was dead. When he got shot right here, he was dead right there. And then the driver sped up, went north past the Trade Center where he used to give a speech, which is 1 mile, drove 2 miles to Parkland where they pronounced him dead at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, so in the meantime, Lee Harvey Oswald left this building and went straight down Houston Street. And what he did is I'm going to point out the Dallas Morning News. Once you cross the bridge, you're into a suburb called Oak Cliff. He was in a boarding house over there. He stopped off at his home and picked up a pistol. Okay? So now, next thing you know, an officer, J.B. Tippett, approaches him, and he's feeling paranoia, scared, and he pulls out the pistol and shoots and kills Officer J.B. Tippett right out on the street. Now he goes and hides out in the Texas Theater, and next thing you know, they find him within 1 hour. Okay, so they arrest him and take him on Main Street to Harwood, which there's a municipal building, and they used this as a police station back then, a part of it. That's where they interrogated him for about 13 hours, Lee Harvey Oswald.
Jeez.
Now what happens now, 2 days later, they're going to get ready to transport him to this jail.
Yeah, he was killed himself, right?
And he was killed by a gentleman by the name of Jack Ruby.
That's right, Ruby.
Jack Ruby owned a nightclub called the Carousel Club. He was well known. They say he was associated with the mafia. And so he just came up on live TV 2 days after the president was killed and was shot.
Whatever happened to Jack Ruby?
Jack Ruby then later, they arrested him and they put him in this jail. And this jail was built around 1913, 9 stories tall. And he was like on the 3rd floor from the top. Believe it or not, it's the 6th floor. And that's where he stayed until he died like 3.5 years later of lung cancer. So I think he knew he was dying. He had nothing to lose. So, but he was waiting to be sentenced for death when he died of natural causes. So it's amazing how this all plays out. Like I said, you have to go to the 6th floor, compile, come up with your...
Can you get in there?
Yeah, right here. Conspiracy. And they close like at 5 every day. So, but it's really, really interesting, you know, to see how this all plays out. They claim nothing's changed other than maybe these light poles were added, but everything else is pretty much the same. That's the grassy knoll over there. It's a grassy slope upon
you say that that is the claim to fame in Dallas?
Pretty much, yeah. This is the #1 most visited spot in Dallas, right here on this corner.
Huh.
And people come out here and they'll get photos, they'll stand out in the middle of the street, and this is just a major road here to get out of Dallas.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
As you can see, it's fairly busy. Nothing like New York City.
Oh, a lot of people have been killed in New York, don't worry.
Well,
My mom and
you
Kennedy
guys have the
done.
World Trade Center now, you know.
Yeah, I was too close to that.
You know what? I was told that Dallas would have been on that
Hit list?
tall building that we have.
Yeah, there was a bunch.
They were wanting 2 towers like that here, but we could only afford 1. So I bet they would have probably hit Dallas before.
Maybe, yeah.
So yeah, they have a President Bush library here, and it's got all the. Hey, how you doing?
I'll get back to the truck by Saturday. Some of the children will be soft. And then first we walk off. The break.
No.
You got me more.
So see, if you look at the top floor, far right, goes 3 windows down. That's where Jeff Ruby stays, right there. Today it's no longer the jail. They use it as storage and office space, and the courtroom is used today. Still today, the courtroom is across. I mean, the jail is across the highway, the new Sterrett jail. So pretty good size. I get a photo here of the route that brings it into it.
Huh.
Get up here and start driving.
Your mom will be proud.
Oh, my mom is so jealous right now.
For a segway?
No.
No, for the JFK understandings.
Literally, there is no book that they have written about JFK by my mom, but she has JFK library. Yeah.
Or Jackie, or anybody else in between.
Oh yeah. Jackie Onassis. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
It doesn't help people growing up Catholic. That might have some part.
Something to do with it.
You know, they just call them the Pope's presence or something.
I know. You know, this is no different than the ordeal with Princess Diana.
She's huge enough for Princess Diana too. Huge enough. That's the royal family.
I think she likes famous assassinations.
Yeah, she just likes conspiracy and stuff like that.
The crown's jewels.
That's gooder. I'm staring at the horse now.
Can we move back over?
Some room
Ooh, back it up and turn in reverse. Look at that.
Yeah, at school we're taught to walk a straight line, I guess. I never lived in school, so I just have a problem.
I was gonna say you don't have a. Never mind.
Is that the oldest building in Dallas besides the old bar mill?
Michael? Really nice out. Breeze is nice. Darn it.
Just across the street's the memorial to John Fitzgerald Kennedy. He came around about November, gold. It has John Fitzgerald Kennedy. At night when you come out here, it lights up underneath the columns, giving you the illusion this tune's floating in the air.
Oh, wow.
Lights hit that gold and bring that his name.
Very cool.
No, that's not real gold. If they were gold, if they would pick it out.
Somebody even melted with a torch.
Yeah, or scrape it with a knife.
Gold leaf.
Look at that.
How nice that is.
James, you gonna buy me a Segway for my birthday?
Yeah, hold on. Steel Reserve.
That's
Already am. Already am.
what he says. They get Jeremy for his wedding present. And swing left. Feel that cool breeze in the hair. Your hair.
Notice how clean our city is?
Cleaner than New York.
Notice this lady right here?
Yes?
There's a bunch of them. They're riding machines on foot and they pick up trash 7 days a week.
Wow. It is very clean,
Our
actually.
city would be very trashy as well.
Oh, so it'd be like Jersey.
Hey now.
Ow!
He says these things, but he really loves Jersey. Saturn 2 points, same one. It's coming the other way.
Doesn't count.
What's that? GoPro.
Best view. What?
Okay. I was like, I got the GoPro on it. James, you're good.
Okay.
Here's my closer. What's the big mobile thing?
Believe it or not, yesterday was his birthday.
No kidding.
Congratulations.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, it's like 34 years old. From 1978.
For like a World's Fair or something?
No kidding. Yeah.
And it rotates at 360.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Wow.
and down the road, the Blue Glass is an outdoor observation deck. And then they also have a new restaurant they opened up, which is called Cloud 9.
I've heard of that.
So Cloud 9 has like a glass counter around the inside, around the entire Cloud 9. Has all the city buildings out here. You want to know about the building, you just touch it and it'll bring up the history.
That's pretty cool.
So it's really, really worth going up there too. It has a dome, a magnetic dome with 240 computerized lights, so it does an awesome light show.
Ooh.
Sweet.
The glass you see at the side, elevator will get you up there in about 68 seconds, so hang on to your hat.
It's got nothing about the nothing on the ball in New York City. It's pretty much bigger.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You go to Times Square in New York City, you see the ball that they drop on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
It's not terribly exciting.
No, it's not that big.
It's not.
Made out of water from crystal.
It's maybe about the size of this area.
Really? Man, it sure looks big on TV.
It does.
See, I think what they need to do in Dallas, because they only shoot off fireworks over by the American Airlines Center.
Yeah.
And we're well known for the Pegasus.
Hmm.
And I think they need to have like a Pegasus coming down here shoot fireworks out of its
That'd be kinda
nostrils
interesting.
or something. But
That'd be awesome.
wouldn't it be?
Wow.
I mean, hey, we're known, or maybe out the
Oh, the
lead.
problem, by the time y'all have your New Year's celebration, we're already hammered up in New York.
About an hour behind. Not as much as the Buffalo there. They got 7 feet the first day that it started snowing.
You want more? They got 7 feet, then it was 70 degrees.
That's right. It's nuts. The whole city was shut down for a week. Oh yeah.
Like an inch of snow around there, the whole place shuts down. You know what we do with an inch of ice? We just wave at it and go back out to work.
That's right.
Well, it's cheaper for you guys to shut down than it is for people to go to work. The amount of insurance money that's spent when you guys crash into, I don't know, trees that jump out of nowhere. It's difficult.
Curbs and other people.
That's what I say, just stay home because it's not worth it.
When it snows, we go out to have fun.
Yeah. We ice race.
Well, that's a little different when you're out to have fun.
Yeah.
You know, to get out here and drive on these high rises and see, and they make all these bypasses so tall.
Yeah.
Well, that's all ice.
Sure.
Well, if there's one thing you guys got in the States, y'all know how to build some roads.
Lots of concrete.
I mean, concrete, and there's like 10,000 lanes up by New York. They're still building it, trying to hope for the best.
Yeah, but our roads are so nasty.
That's because you guys are on top of clay. Got nothing on rock here.
Yeah. Flat, straight, boring, speed.
Yeah, we drove to Florida this year.
Yeah, my brother is going to school in Daytona Beach, so we went down for the NASCAR race. They're pretty
with the little
the reflectors.
Yeah, reflectors, and then it says what highway you're on. I mean, I think that is.
It's well done.
Here we're trying to find our lines where's my lane at. It's not well marked.
It's funny that the states with no state income tax have the best roads. Yeah, in New York we're taxed to death.
If they put those reflectors on, they'd be in the snowbanks.
That's okay. We don't need them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna get a photo with you guys with the big old tower here. So just don't get too close until just slide down this way where that tree's in the way. Yeah, James, there you go.
Crap.
Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get out my new camera here.
Oh boy.
You hotness.
I'm still trying to figure out how to use it.
That looks pretty fancy, whatever it is.
It makes me fancy, but
Are we doing this?
Doing it.
but it looks so dark, so I'm like, something's gotta be done with it, okay. It takes better pictures than other pictures. I do a mixture of practice.
Yeah, it sounds like you're shifting like an F1 car. Every time it hits one of those bumps. Oh, what's the alarm? Is that an alarm?
Yeah, it's telling you somebody's coming out of the garage.
Oh wow. That's sophisticated.
Slide right over there.
Yeah, right. let me do that. I'll get right on that.
Wow, what a friend. I thought you
See?
said you're your best friend. What happened here? Throw you under the bus here.
Yeah, it hurts every now and then.
Oh, I can imagine.
Only when the bus backs up.
This right here is the Omni Hotel. It was built for our convention center. It's way in the back here. Our convention center starts down at City Hall, where I'll show you, and it ends behind the Dallas Morning News.
What's that big white stringy looking thing? That's a bridge, right?
No, believe it or not, that building, the convention center has a huge building or room with no pillars.
It's all holding it up. It's a
yeah.
suspension building.
Yeah, here you go.
Tree problem. I don't have any tires.
So are you a Dallas Cowboys fan?
Am I? Probably some I was, but I'm not.
What'd you do? What's that?
I was at one time, but I'm not much of a football player.
Oh, so you're a hockey fan? That's what it is.
You know, I like, soccer.
Yeah.
What is it?
Hey,
You guys have a soccer team down here, don't you?
Motorcycle, you know, dirt bike, motocross. I think
motocross?
those are awesome,
Yeah.
yeah. But there's the convention center way in the back. This hotel, they ran out of parking, so they built underground parking to accommodate about 350 cars, and now they're building retail and shops over here, which will be open by the end of this year. All right, here we go. He's going to meet it. Taxi.
I work in the IT department of a hospital. Not really. Yeah, I just get the flu shot and that's about it. It's probably better off in the hospital. You wind up fighting off a lot more things that you normally would. Yeah, I never got a flu shot before I started working there. Yeah. If I don't get it, I have to wear a mask in the hospital. Yeah. Found your caviar. The only other bull I see is on Wall Street in New York City.
This right here is called Pioneer Plaza. It sits near the location of the old Shawnee Trail that came through Dallas in the early 1800s. Robert Summers out of Glen Rose created all of this. You can see it all finished out. This here is believed to be the largest bronze sculpture collection in the world. Longhorn Creek Cavalry, of course, their horses. Every longhorn, like I said, is called different. They're 6 feet tall, so they are larger than the actual longhorn. Their horns can reach from 10 to 6 feet.
Wow.
So this is what's about.
Wanna lay in that, James?
If you've got the time to come over, look at the detail. I mean, it's amazing the work that puts in. probably run about 20,000 a piece.
True.
So the name's along the water. A lot of companies and people donated a lot of money. This started about 30 years ago. Started at the top and worked their way down. The computer states there's like going to be 60 of them. I had to literally come out and count and make a so they've got African American cowboy way in the back, the Mexican, and the Caucasian. So now they lack an Indian that makes this all fall together. Did you really know that African American and Mexican were the true cowboys back then? And they were bachelors because they were gone like 6 months out of the year. Because they'd only travel 10 miles a day. They didn't want to drop away. They were starting from the south, working up to the Midwest, get the trains to the slaughter.
Wow.
Yeah, quite impressive. So I'm going to get a photo about the ball for you tonight.
What about the bullfrog?
Texas caviar. Here we are.
Oh yeah, do you know where you can find some Rocky Mountain oysters?
Jerk might. There's a restaurant that they have those at. You guys have a car?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll call there and have to look it up, but there's like Joe's Crab Shack or something like that.
They would have them?
Huh?
They would have them?
I think they do. Don't know. That's the only place I would think that they would have. So if you guys want to...
Well, no, they're actually cold tested.
Huh?
They're cold tested. They're not actually oysters. Really? You never heard of that? Live around here?
Texas
No?
caviar.
Shit.
I've never had it.
Huh.
Okay. You want on the other side of this nice long horn, or do you want a photo of your own?
Get on the horn, Joe.
Get on the horn. Hold on.
Yeah, get on the other horn there. Yeah, I'll call this. No idea.
Horn.
I don't think we're allowed to touch it.
So
Oh.
what does that stuff taste? Is it a bit like a beef or?
I have no idea. I was told when you go to Texas, get some Rocky Mountain oysters.
Kind of moved when I touched it.
Maybe I need to step back.
I like odd foods, I guess. Would be the best way.
Drink your water?
Yeah, dude.
Come out here and grab, guys.
Whew.
Wind up, face this direction, and then I'm going to get a photo of the longhorn. Here they don't write yellow, okay?
Got it. Should we pose like we're scared?
Like we're running away?
You got it.
There you go. Oh, darn. That's
Get him!
funny.
Get him! Get the bus!
There you go. So now on the count of 3, I want you guys to give me a good old Texas segway wave. In Texas, everything is big, right? No.
That's the Queen's wave.
Oh.
Yeah.
What the hell is hi, everybody?
Texas!
1, 2, 3, yeehaw!
Oh, we got it.
All right.
Oh, I got it.
1, 2,
What's your problem?
right, forward.
Well, that's no fun.
Or here, do this, okay? Just
I got no
take
problem.
Take your left knee
That's
and
pretty
just
much-
block that.
Yeah, that sounds good. Shoot for
handlebar.
kind of like how I drive my car.
Yeah, about like you drive your. Yeah.
You and the car thing, man.
I got this. What's up?
Woo!
It's like a bad pogo stick.
Yeah, but he figured it out, did he not?
Woo!
I'll do another one here in case the bull run away. There you go. Now I'm
That's
going
how
to
you
let you
do it.
guys ride a little bit in here. There's a drainage ditch down in the grass. Don't go
We'll find
past
it.
Should we not
okay?
go on the?
Don't go on the gravel. Gravel you spin out, and I don't want you to dig gravel out of your skin.
Yeah,
Okay?
thank you.
But you know, go out, but don't get too wild. Have fun.
Woo! 619 on the rocks. Up and over.
Why you did that round
Around, go around the pony. Or race to the one or the other. Whoop, 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 whoop. Tiger. Ah. How do I tag you on this thing? Tiger. Cut off the inside radius. Oh yeah, look at that. I got cornering now. Look at that cornering. Alright. Leaving the grass.
I don't care, we're going across Dallas.
Well, don't go off the curb. Don't go to gravel, don't go to gravel, don't go to gravel. Woo! 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 Ah, darn it! She don't know how good we are at these. Don't go on the inside! Yep, yep.
Sorry, let me back up.
Fish out of water! Fish out of water! Oh, don't go in there! Jeez, close! I got you too. Take it! I feel like a pro at this thing now. I felt that too. Cemetery. Oklahoma. Shreveport. We found the trailer on the side of the road and grabbed 5 pounds worth.
It was literally the best experience that we've had in a long time. We actually drove, so we're from upstate New York, and we went to go see a buddy of ours out in Buffalo, which is out west. And we actually went to drop off car parks
South of Buffalo.
South of Buffalo. So we decided, hey, we're all the way out here, might as well go to Niagara Falls, right? Well, it turns out that in our GPS, it was Niagara Falls, Canada, not the U.S. side.
And our buddy told us, hey, you got to go across a bridge. So we found a bridge. It was called the Peace Bridge. Apparently, that's the one that connects the U.S. to Canada. And we went across, realized, tried to turn around and come back, and realized that, oh, they think we're coming from Canada. I don't have a passport.
Yep.
So we had to convince the immigration agent that we were legal and confused.
Yeah, we got the wrong bridge. Sorry.
Yeah, literally.
My favorite part of the story is, so the guy's interrogating us because he's from Jersey, I'm from New York,
And we're in my
back from
car.
Buffalo. And so he's thoroughly confused, so he's like, all right, guys, get out of here. It's a mistake, no problem.
In his infinite wisdom, he goes, but wait, we don't know where it goes. I was like, shut up, we gotta get out of here.
I probably had to go, hey, where's Niagara Falls? He's like, go up there and tail it.
He's like, go to the next bridge, go over that, exit 22, there you go.
Totally worth it.
It's a big hole in the ground. It's not exciting. I mean, unless you go to the Canada side, apparently, but the U.S. side, you're like,
It's a big hole in the ground.
that's great.
Yeah.
And the town isn't very pleasant.
Really?
It's pretty much right through the ghetto.
It's a tourist trap.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's kind of run down.
Wow.
Love Canal, there's nothing there.
Great.
So you don't have to put that on your bucket list.
Okay, good. I just let y'all tell me all kinds of stuff.
There you go. We can't make this stuff up. That's the best part.
I know. That's probably the best one I've had. So. Two guys getting lost. Two guys never get lost.
Two guys getting lost in
Hell, we get
Canada.
lost all the time.
Don't even ask for directions.
It tipped me off when I saw everything in French. I was like, we're not in the right place.
Yeah, we see the Canadian flag going, maybe we made it.
Then we went back across the bridge. You see the Canadian, the white flag, the American flag goes, oh, that's the international line right there.
Uh-oh.
Problem.
Big problem. This right here is our city hall. This is where they make all the decisions in our city, right here.
America.
IMK, a very well-known architect, designed it.
Kind of
I
interesting.
just think the construction
Yeah.
I'm sure you guys watched the movie RoboCop.
Yeah.
This was filmed right here.
Oh, is that what it is?
Really?
They
Cool.
claim it was in Detroit, but it's actually here in Dallas.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Yeah, just started
because
with
that
D.
building right there fit that criteria. And this was the OCP office or headquarters.
Mhm.
Okay, so we're going to go across the street. There's a memorial, okay? We're going to stay. There's going to be a black like this, a black. Stay to the right, because you'll end up on the memorial. All right, here we go.
That's a lot of panels. What's the sign say? Nope, that is just skateboards. So what's the memorial for?
I'm going to step off. If you want to step off, you're more than welcome. You just can't ride up here, okay? This memorial came about in 1999. Our police department started in 1881. To present, we lost about 80 police officers in the line of duty. So down
That's actually
That's a good ratio, right?
Well, I don't know how big your police force is, but
That's not too bad in 180
no.
years.
Exactly. No, not when you guys go up where you guys are.
oh yeah.
You know.
Our police force is a small city though. What's New York's? It's New York City.
Oh,
I think
New
so.
York
Like
City.
30,000 cops or something like that.
There's 9 million people, so do the ratio.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm not quite sure how many we have, but I mean, you know, this is just for Dallas alone.
Yeah, well,
But
we're 130 years ago.
right out here, and this doesn't include our sheriffs or anything.
Okay.
They have their own separate memorial. This is just the Dallas police. So right out here, it'll have in the bottom engraved with the officer's name, age, date they've fallen, and their badge number. The top part represents a mourning bar, and so then they'll stencil the officer's badge number, take the stencil, place it on a plaque, and hand it to their family.
Wow.
Now the sun comes through the numbers and will land on the asphalt, which represents the streets. So they're still out on
Oh,
the
wow.
streets today.
That's pretty awesome.
This is a sidewalk, and then what better place than across the street than City Hall, which is their box.
Sure.
And then if we turn around here, these flags. First flag to your right is our city flag, the Texas flag, and the United States flag. In 1962, President Kennedy proclaimed May 15th as National Peace Officers Day. So when they have a memorial all around the United States with all their fallen peace officers out here. So please respect them. I mean, they have a very tough job. I wouldn't want to be in their shoes. You know, because they only have a split second to, you know, react. Is it right or wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah, we come from families of cops and troopers and all that. Oh yeah,
My entire family.
Marines and everything in between.
Really?
Almost every
Generation.
individual's criminal justice somehow.
Definitely.
So I'm going to go over and take a photo of JD Tippett so you'll see what it all looks like.
We can segway dance.
How do we do it?
We just have to turn those. The outside radius and inside radius. Yeah. Church. Not really the best thing we should be doing, but we can do it.
Oh yeah, we got it. Keep going. Turn faster. You have to turn faster than I do.
I know, because I have the outside radius. Sorry, we're synchronizing segways. They make them weird in New York, I guess.
I'm from Jersey.
You want to take a look at that real quick? Maybe there's something setting up?
Do what?
It's too dark.
Look, but now not
Oh, that'll do it.
Auto mode. Too much f-stop.
Yeah.
Open up that aperture.
You know what's really funny is probably the camera in your personal camera on your cell phone is probably better than those cameras.
Really?
The one I just got is 20
How many
megapixels.
megapixels is that?
This what? This one?
The black one.
I have no idea.
Probably says it on the front. Yeah, tip it up. Turn around. Yeah, that's 14 megapixels. So I think, Joe, what yours is 28?
No, 20.
20? Yeah, it's.
So you go smoke and put it in the water?
Yeah,
It looks better.
Wi-Fi. Yeah, it's just trying to get the kinks out of it. I've only had it a couple days. So I'll go get a photo of because the flash was on. I didn't know how to turn it off.
She said not to text and segue, Joe.
Take a picture. I have 20 megapixels to use. But I'm getting good with the no hands thing. I could probably just steer it like that now.
Remember having? Ooh, I can ride a focus thing. Can you ride a focus thing?
Never
I
tried.
can steer with
But
it.
here we go.
I can't turn the joystick too well.
Well, that's your first time on the segway. Aren't they awesome?
It's pretty cool. How much does one cost, actually?
Not when I ride one every day. The ones that you're on is 7 grand.
$7 grand? Holy cow.
I have a car for $7 grand. I got a car for $250. We got two of them.
Seriously.
Buying some cars. I don't think we spent $7 grand on all the ones we done.
I don't think we've even made $7 grand. James, warm up the tires. Warming up the tires. Is this the mint?